Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book and record episode to do. Today's book is The Flintstones Zoo Adventure for 1974. So let's get started.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your Peter Pan storyteller. When you hear this sound, turn the page. Now let's begin our story on the title page. The Flintstones Zoo Adventure. Story by Horace J. Elias, a Peter Pan narrated book and record. Fred Flintstone was not happy. Where are they? Wilma!
Yes, dear.
Said Wilma.
Why are you making all this noise?
Where on earth are my fish hooks? Roared Fred.
Fish hooks? Oh, you mean those pointy things I found on the bathroom floor?
That's right. Where are they? I'm going fishing.
Oh, I threw them away. My goodness, a person could step on one of them and get an awfully sore foot.
Oh, said Fred, simmering down. Well, I've got some new ones. I'll use them,
Not today, Fred.
said Wilma ever so sweetly.
Not on Sunday. We're all going to the Prehistoric Zoo. My goodness, Pebbles will never get to see an animal living the way we do in beautiful downtown Bedrock.
Oh, said Fred, prehistoric. You mean all those enormous, great big animals that used to live on Earth?
That's right, dear.
Then Fred got an idea. Zoo, huh? Do they still have the cute little lakes they used to have?
Oh, yes.
Said Wilma.
But that's in the other zoo where they keep the new animals. The prehistoric one has a much bigger lake. That's where we're going.
Right, said Fred. Just give me time to put some air in the rockmobile wheels. Fred hurried out back and threw his fishing line, fish hooks and bait in the trunk of the rockmobile. And off went Wilma, Fred, and Pebbles to the new zoo where they kept the old prehistoric animals. As soon as they got there, Fred told Wilma to take Pebbles and start walking around and looking at the animals. Oh, I've got to buy some peanuts. I'll catch up to you in a few minutes. And he hurried off, but not to buy peanuts. He went right to the big lake in the prehistoric zoo. The first thing he saw was a sign that said, Brontosaurus, Pterodactyl, Tyrannosaurus Rex, beware. Fred looked all around the lake. He couldn't see a thing stirring. I guess they're all out to lunch, he said to himself, and he started to fish. Now, turn the record over, and we'll continue on the other side. About 1 minute went by, then there was a tremendous yank on his line. Yabba-dabba-doo! I got a big one! He yelled. And out of the lake came the biggest thing Fred had ever seen. As a matter of fact, it was the biggest living thing he or anybody else would ever see. It was called a Brontosaurus, and it was about as big as 11 or 12 whales and 9 elephants, with a long neck and a small head. Each of its forelegs was as big around as an oak tree. Fred didn't know it, but he was very lucky, because this beast never ate anything except plants and vegetables. Wow! He hollered as he fell over backwards. Get me out of here! I wouldn't even make one good bite for this guy. Just then, something came sailing over the trees behind him. It had wings like a bat, a long neck and body like a plucked chicken, and claws like an eagle. And it was as big as a transatlantic jet plane. It was called a pterodactyl. Oh, brother! Yelled Fred. Now they're flying after me. I better head for the woods. Yeah? What's that? That was the worst of all. It was a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it was almost as big as the Brontosaurus. Only this one ate everything. Fred thought for sure he was finished. But he didn't know that the meal the Tyrannosaurus Rex liked best was a Brontosaurus. And sure enough, it ran right past Fred, and there was a terrible battle with those two giant beasts going after each other, roaring and bellowing. Meanwhile, the pterodactyl was flying around, screeching its head off and waiting to pick up whatever pieces were left when it was over. Fred didn't wait to see how the battle came out. He tore back to the regular part of the zoo. Soon he found Wilma and Pebbles and raced home with them. That night, when Barney and Betty Rubble stopped by to pay their regular Sunday night visit, Barney asked where Fred was.
Well,
Said Wilma.
we're not sure. We think he's under the bed. We keep hearing him hollering and carrying on about some kind of giant animals after him. I certainly didn't see anything like that. Did you, Pebbles?
Pebbles said what she always said.
Da-da-cuckoo.
And what that meant this time was...
I think my daddy was out in the sun too long and ate too many peanuts again.
So that was the Flintstones Zoo Adventure for 1974. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. And our next book will be Fred and Barney in Circus Fun.